Welcome back, thrill seekers, to another epic episode of my realistic park build series in Planetcoaster 2. This time, we dive into something really special, a Vekoma-style family inverted coaster that is guaranteed to bring a lot of thrill and joy to all of the guests in the park. Whether you are a coaster enthusiast or just here for some inspiration regarding realistic park builds in Planetcoaster 2, you are in the right place. I will craft a ride that is perfect for families, but still packed with twists, turns, and those classic near-ground flybys. So get comfy and let's bring this creation to life. Let's talk about the design philosophy for this coaster. My goal here is to stay true to the real-life Vekoma Family Inverted Coasters we have seen popping up in the parks around the world. These coasters are all about balance. Thrilling enough to keep the older kids and parents entertained, but smooth and approachable for the younger ones. Now, this layout has no inversions, which is pretty typical for these family models. Instead, I packed it with dynamic twist, swooping turns, and sudden direction changes to keep riders on their toes. The pacing here is crucial. Family inverts like this aren't about raw intensity, but maintaining a sense of constant action without overwhelming the riders. Now, when it comes to designing a coaster like this, it's not just about slapping down some track and call it a day. There is a lot of fine-tuning that goes into making sure that the ride delivers a perfect experience. Let me walk you through the key aspects. I'm always checking the pace, lateral Gs, and overall smoothness. First, pacing is everything. A coaster should feel dynamic, flowing from one element to the next without dragging or rushing. For a family invert like this, I'm keeping the speed moderate, not too fast to overwhelm, but fast enough to maintain excitement. I like to use the test run, watching the train navigate the layout to ensure it doesn't slow down too much on elements like overbanks and helixes. This helps maintain a sense of energy and fun throughout the entire ride. Lateral Gs are those side-to-side forces that riders feel, especially during sharp turns. For a family coaster, keeping those forces low is super important. Too much lateral Gs, and it can start to feel rough and uncomfortable. Definitely not what we want for younger riders. I use gentle banking and wide turns to control these forces, and I am constantly checking the heat map to make sure everything stays in the green zone. Finally, smoothness is the glue that holds everything together. A rough or jittery ride can break the experience completely, even if the layout itself is great. To keep things smooth, I use short track segments and minor adjustments to make the transition as seamless as possible. This is especially important on elements like S-bends and helixes where awkward jerks can ruin the ride. And after the first draft of the track is done, I always run through it with a smoothing tool to clean up any imperfections. Let's talk about supports, because let's face it, the in-game ones can be pretty rough. Custom supporting is a must for making your coasters look realistic, especially for complex elements like overbanks and helixes. By adding a frame and properly placed beams, you can mimic a classic Vekoma style and make sure everything looks good. It takes a bit of extra time, but the polished result is worth it. Before continuing, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Instant Gaming. Whether you're into titles like Planetcoaster 2, Path of Exile 2, Farming Simulator 25 or Flight Simulator 2024, Instant Gaming has you covered with unbeatable deals. Gamers worldwide is raving about their fast delivery, massive discounts, and top service. Just check out their reviews featured on their website. It is the ultimate way to grab your favorite games without breaking the bank. Hit the link below and level up your game library today with Instant Gaming. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the final reveal. After all planning, tweaking and testing, our Vekoma-style family inverted coaster is ready to take its first rides. Let's check out how it all came together. The layout flows seamlessly through the park, interacting with the wooden coaster and weaving through the lush scenery. The custom supports and carefully placed details bring the whole ride to life, and those near-ground flybys really gives it a thrilling edge. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you aren't a subscriber already, please consider subscribing to my channel for more Planetcoaster 2 content. Here are some more videos you might like.